first decision that modeling wouldn't last forever, so there had to be something else. Was there an epiphany? Was there advice that you received? How did you know?
A lot of failures along the way. The entire time I was working in the modeling industry, I was trying and failing at businesses. But I knew early on that so much of it was dependent upon looks, and it's just the look of the moment, whatever that is. And so I knew I needed to do something that had more security.
I tell people all the time, you're going to always have to pivot in life. At some point, the pivot is going to come. Are you ready to pivot?
Yes.
How were you ready to pivot?
Well, I was an aging, pregnant model at my kitchen table. So
that's a heck of a pivot. You're like, that's a dodge.
Yeah, it was.
And so you were pregnant, and the modeling industry, age-wise, you knew was not going to last forever.
It wasn't, and I really wanted to quit it before it quit me.
Yeah.
And I met these wonderful people, John and Marilyn Moretz out of North Carolina. They offered me the opportunity to model a pair of socks. And I thought, you know what, I like them. I like the socks. I don't want to model them, but I'd love to go into business with them.
Oh.
And that's when the deep dive began. Surprise factory inspections. You learn a lot when you show up unexpectedly. My dad worked in labor relations, so how people are treated, that's always been at the forefront. Good people and great product. Some people thought it was stupid.
I was going to say, did you have the naysayers? I mean, because here you are. You could have been modeling the socks, and you said, no.
Well, actually, I was offered the chance to model. It was a very tiny budget, and they thought maybe they'd just like crop it at the knees and just get my feet.
Oh, no. You're like, it's a whole thing or nothing.
But it was a job when not a lot were coming my way. But I knew it was time to make a change.
See, Warren Buffett, the great businessman, helped also shape your business model with advice. What advice did he give you?
Well, just the wonderful thing about Mr. Buffett is he's so prolific that we can be mentored by him by reading about him. I had the privilege of knowing him through Irv Blumkin, our first retail partner from the Nebraska Furniture Mart. And something Mr. Buffett said early on, he said, fashion and apparel, it's very cyclical. In home, it's more steady. Very profound, simple, profound, and we entered into the home industry. It was great advice, and it's a journey. And today, our brand includes everything from diamonds with our partner Paul Rapps here in New York to fintech, property, my goodness, insurance, and entertainment. Something that many people aren't aware. Our company has worked with extraordinary people from Diane Carroll, Brian Pinella, worked with Diane closely, Elizabeth Taylor, who...
In all of their branding and everything.
Family, yes, Janet Jackson, and today we're working with the amazing Marilyn McCoo and Billy Davis Jr.
Oh.
Vanessa Williams, who, so I haven't shared this with anyone, you're the first, but Vanessa has performed the soundtrack, the song for Fashion Jungle, and it's Work to Do. It's produced by Tracy Young, who just won a Grammy. She did produce the track. Nick Mendoza of Kathy Ireland Worldwide Enterprise produced the vocals. Fashion Jungle, I mean, Rachel and I had so much fun. I mean, the thing about putting these stories together, there was so much there. We'll see what the audience wants.
I have to ask you, since I'm a new mom, my son turned 9 months.
Oh, congratulations to you.
I mean, congratulations to Moses. He survived with a new mom. I don't know what I'm doing. But you have managed to juggle being a mother, and you've been married for how many years?
It'll be 32 years this year.
That's incredible. Is there a secret? I mean, I know that I keep saying there's no balance in it, but is there something that kept this marriage for 32 years and allowed you to have some balance between motherhood and your career?
In answer to those questions, I'm not always balanced. Some days I'm unbalanced. And in answer to the marriage question, for us, it's not a contract. It's a covenant with God. And so on days when we might not, like, oh, we made a promise and then too. So.
Well, it's such a pleasure to meet you. We're inspired for all the right reasons. Kathy Ireland, thank you. Fashion Jungle is available now. And guess what? Because I love a juicy read. The entire studio audience giving a power.